Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by verdant forests and gentle hills, two men set out for a leisurely walk. The sun hung low in the sky, casting a golden hue across the landscape, and the air was fragrant with the scent of blossoms ready to unveil their beauty. Their names were Kavi and Anil, and though they had been friends since childhood, they embraced life with distinctly different philosophies. Kavi was a man of impatience, always yearning for instant results and shortcuts. He believed that if something were meant to be, it should happen quickly. Anil, on the other hand, was much more contemplative. He trusted in the natural order of things, patiently waiting for the right moment. Their contrasting views often led to deep discussions about life, nature, and personal growth. One afternoon, as they walked through the sun-dappled paths of the forest, Kavi spotted something remarkable, a glimmering cocoon clinging to a branch. Excited by his discovery, he called out to Anil, "Look here, a butterfly cocoon. I shall take it home and see it break free." Anil looked at the cocoon with a mild expression. "You should allow it to emerge naturally, my friend. It is a part of its transformation." Kavi shrugged. "That may be so, but I find it hard to wait. I want to witness its flight, not merely anticipate it." Kavi carefully plucked the cocoon from the branch and raced home, envisioning the beautiful butterfly that would soon emerge. Once there, he built a small fire and held the cocoon over the flames. As the heat enveloped it, he eagerly waited. Moments passed, but the expected moment of emergence did not arrive. Instead, he watched in horror as the delicate fibers began to blacken, and soon, the cocoon was nothing but ash. Disheartened, Kavi lamented his impatience and the loss of the butterfly that never was. Distraught by his actions, he wandered back into the forest, hoping to find solace. Meanwhile, Anil, who had also come upon a cocoon of his own, reflected deeply on the events. Anil brought the cocoon home, aligning it with Kavi's treatment but adopting a different approach. With a willingness to embrace the unknown, Anil set the cocoon aside in a safe, warm corner of his room. He resolved to watch it day by day as it gradually transformed. He would not rush the process. Days turned into weeks. Anil would occasionally peek at the cocoon, and though it looked quiet and still, he could sense the vibrancy of life within it. With every passing day, he understood that the butterfly was working diligently, gradually perfecting its wings in silence. Patience, he realized, was as much a part of life as the outcomes themselves. One morning, as sunlight poured into the room, Anil noticed a slight movement. He watched with bated breath as the cocoon began to tremble and crack open. The hushed stillness of that moment was profoundly beautiful. Out emerged the most exquisite butterfly, delicate and fragile yet shimmering with an array of colors. The beauty of its wings was breathtaking, but Anil knew the real triumph lay not in its appearance. It was the journey it had taken to this point, the perseverance it had shown within those fibers. As the butterfly slowly spread its wings, Anil felt a deep sense of connection to its struggle. He realized that the magical transformation, filled with promise and potential, must not be rushed. Each moment of struggle contributed to the strength of the butterfly's flight, preparing it for the vast skies awaiting its exploration. As days turned into weeks, Anil often reflected upon the lessons learned from both the butterfly and his friend. He knew the significance of waiting, of trusting in the process rather than forcing an outcome. With a newfound understanding, he sought Kavi out and invited him for another walk in the forest, eager to share what he had learned. When they met, Kavi appeared more subdued than usual, still grappling with the fallout of his choices. He was surprised to see Anil radiating a sense of calm accomplishment, his eyes glimmering with wisdom. "Anil," Kavi began hesitantly, "I feel ashamed. In my impatience, I missed the chance to witness something extraordinary, the emergence of beauty. You must think me a fool." "Not a fool, my friend, but a learner. In your rush, you sought to create something marvelous, but sometimes the act of creation requires surrendering to the unknown," Anil replied gently. Kavi blinked, seemingly lost in thought. "What do you mean?" Anil took a moment to find the words. "Patience is a virtue, but it is more than waiting. It is an understanding that every journey has its own time. Like the butterfly, we often struggle in silence, forming our wings in preparation for what lies ahead. Rushing only leads to premature endings, denying beauty its rightful place. Kavi nodded, taking in the wisdom of his friend. But how can I learn to be patient? I feel the world pressuring me to achieve immediately. That pressure exists, yes. However, we can choose how we respond to it, Anil explained. Look for the lessons in your experiences. Seek joy in the process, not just the result. There is wisdom in every moment, both in difficulty and in triumph. We must allow ourselves the grace to struggle and to grow. Kavi stood still, considering Anil's words as the gentle breeze swirled around them, rustling the branches overhead. He knew Anil was right. The path of wisdom required embracing the journey before the destination. Before them lay the forest, a tapestry of experiences waiting to be explored, waiting for them to slow down and immerse themselves in its beauty. With a shared resolve, they ventured further into the forest, allowing themselves to learn from each step, each breath, and each encounter. They stopped to admire the playing sunlight that danced through the trees, the gnarled roots that etched stories in the earth, and the songs of birds that echoed in harmony. Days passed, and with each passing moment, Kavi began to rewrite his beliefs about success and fulfillment. He started to appreciate the beauty of the present, whether it was the vibrant colors of the forest in autumn or the simple act of sharing laughter with Anil. Together, they engaged in conversations about life, dreams, and the importance of nurturing one's passions without haste. As seasons changed, the two men grew spiritually. Kavi learned to embrace patience, and Anil, in turn, found value in moments of action. They complemented each other, Kavi, with newfound acceptance of the rhythm of life, and Anil, with the courage to seize extraordinary opportunities. Years nudged ahead, and they became integral parts of their community, sharing insights, leading others on the path of self-discovery. They learned to nurture caterpillars into butterflies, to appreciate the tapestry of life's transformations, patiently guiding others to understand the meaning of their journeys. As they stood at the edge of the same forest years later, they watched a butterfly take flight. It hovered gracefully above, shimmering in the sun. Anil smiled knowingly at Kavi. Sometimes it isn't the destination, but the patient journey we take toward it that cultivates beauty. Each step, each moment of waiting, holds immeasurable value. Kavi nodded, his heart swelling with gratitude for the lessons learned. They stood side by side, watching the horizon, a sense of peace wrapping around them. Through their experiences, they had not only discovered wisdom but a deeper understanding of their own potential. The strength found in waiting and the courage found in embracing the process of transformation. Remember, as you venture through your journey, that patience is a powerful ally and that beauty often lies in the moments spent waiting, struggling, and discovering yourself. Seek wisdom in the process and strength in every challenge. And as you transform, recognize that you, too, can take flight into the wide-open sky of potential whenever you choose. So let this story inspire you to embrace your own journey, cherish each transformation, and understand the value in every moment of waiting, growing, and becoming. You are capable of great things if you remember. All good things take time, and sometimes, the wait is the essence of the beauty itself.